Hi everyone, let me put the volume up a bit, just make sure you can hear me properly. Okay, hi, we've been attacked by snow here in the UK, like I believe most of the countries, even in Italy they had snow in places where they don't normally have it. So make the most of it. I'm in the car, in between clients, and it's snowing outside and it's sunny at the same time, so hey, that's the weather. That's all we can do, nothing you can do about it. Right, what I'm going to do today, hi Vicky, I wanted to talk to you, hi Mark, about different forms of income potential, yeah. So I want in particular to compare a standard job, hi Vicky, versus self-employment versus network marketing, yeah. I've been in all of them, so I've tried them all out. So if anything, I can tell you from my perspective, what I found and what works, what doesn't work, and the pros and the cons. First of all, let's look at the typical standard job, corporate job. So in a typical standard job, depending on what level, hi Mark, what level you're on, you got the standard structure, which I don't know if you can see this, done a little thing here for you. So you got basically the CEO at the top, that's the big guy, the owner. Then you got below the CEO, you'll have various directors or vice presidents, how they call them in the States, and then the directors. Then you got the regional manager, then you got the area manager, and then store manager if a store's involved, or team leaders or supervisor. And then at the very bottom, so it's like big structure like that, at the very bottom you got the standard employees, sales assistants or whoever might be the case, administrator, office administrator, and so forth. Hi Emma. What are the pros of this structure? Now, first of all, one thing I want to say, we are raised to believe that a job is what we need to go and get. Yeah, from the moment we are at school, we ask, what do you want to be when you're older? So, you choose, I want to be an accountant, I want to be a solicitor, I want to be, a doctor. But the understanding is always that you're going to be working for an accountancy or solicitor firm or, NHS or private doctor if you want to. So there's always an understanding that you go and get a job when you finish work. Yeah. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's society. That's how we're raised. We're raised to say, once you finish education, you go and work, you earn a living. But, there are pros and cons. So if you're in a standard company, I worked in a standard company when I was in financial services. I worked in financial services for 10 years. And while I was working in financial services, I thought everything was brilliant because, quite frankly, I had a decent wage. I mean, we're talking about over 10 years ago. I had a decent wage. In those days, yes, there's a better way, Vicky, I'm coming to that. In those days, I used to earn £35,000 basic, which wasn't bad 10 years ago. But of course, there's cons of that. I had to commute to central London, so in an hour each way. Then you spend hours and hours working, and in the corporate environment, which I believe hasn't changed very much based on what my clients are saying, is that you are supposed to do X amount of hours, just 40 hours a week. The reality is, if you are in an environment where you want to have a career, in a corporate environment where you want to have a career, you are expected to work longer. You're looking, thank you, Emma. You're expected to work longer because, I remember when I was working in financial services 10 years ago when things were going well. If you dare to get out off your desk at 5 o'clock in the evening, technically that's the time when you finished, they will look at you like you're not giving the extra bits, you're not putting the extra effort, therefore you're not going to be worth, for a promotion when the time comes for a promotion. So, and that, of course, with the overtime, yeah, that was needless to say. So, but the pros of that position, what were they? Well, you had the wage every month, you knew you were going to get a wage every month. You had security, really. I mean, I was made redundant 3 times when the credit crunch came. So security, it depends what you mean by security. Security is based on what the company has. You got the CEO at the top. Who makes money there? First of all, you've got your value, what you offer to the company is not dependent on what effort you put in, the time you put in, what you contribute to the company is based on what the company decides your position is worth. So I was worth £35,000 to the company, 20 years ago. But I was actually putting in, well more than my 8 hours, every single day. I was working 10, 12 hours every single day, because I cared, because I wanted a good job. I want to make sure my clients were looked after. But did I get anything back for that? No, I just got my basic salary, because that's what, the company was. And again, when there was a chance of bonuses, the bonuses were determined by how well the company performed, whether you get a bonus and how much bonus you get. Again, it's not based on what you're worth, your real worth. So that was an issue. And of course, the other issue was, if you want to have a career, then it's not always the case of how good you are, you get a career. Sometimes there's a little bit of politics involved in the corporate world. So, so those were the issues. So positives, yes, you get a salary hi Sue, you get a salary at the end of every month, yeah. But really, you have to, doesn't matter how much work you put in there, the salary is determined by the CEO, and the person who gets rich is the CEO at the end of the day, because the people at the bottom remain the same. And the reality is, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, your salary is still going to be the same. Yeah. So companies that increase salaries every year are very far few at the moment. And with the recession the way it's been, I don't know of any company that have increased salaries in line with the retail price index for the last 5-6 years. Yeah, because at the end of the day, company profit comes before the employee, and as an employee, you are disposable. At the end of the day, is if you don't perform, is bye bye, see you, and anything you've done in the past counts for nothing. So that's your corporate world. Yeah. Then you got self-employment. Now I'm self-employed. I'm a personal trainer. So self-employment, you can go 2 ways. You can just be a sole trader like myself. So personal trainer, I go around mobile, go to clients, and do personal training for clients, do online stuff. And you determine the benefits. You determine your schedule. So if I want a day off, I don't book sessions. Finished. I choose that. However, if I don't work, I don't get paid. Yeah, so that's the other side of a coin, if you like. But I earn based on my true worth. Yeah, so my experience, my knowledge, the results I get from a client, that determine how much I get paid and how much I can demand, on an hourly basis. So that way I'm in control of my time, I'm in control of my wages, and I'm in control how much I earn depending on what I want to do. The backside is, of course, that is, if I don't work, there are no wages. You got another side of self-employment, which is you could have, for example, a studio. If you were a personal trainer, you could decide to go, have a studio. Why would you want to do that? Well, there's various reasons. First of all, as a self-employed personal trainer, there's only so many hours I can work in a week, and my income is limited by those how many hours I can work in a week. So again, while I can charge X amount of pounds per hour, there's only so many hours in a week. There's only me. So one way of earning more will be potentially to have a studio, so employ other personal trainers and then get in more clients that way. And that was the option you could do. However, when you go into down the road, you become an employer, so you got the tax issues, you got the overheads from the studio. Most businesses you will need to inject a lot of capital, so if you got a premises or you have to employ people, it's a lot of money you have to fork out to begin with and throughout, while you're running the business. But even if you're self-employed like me, now I haven't got premises, I'm a mobile personal trainer, but I have to invest in equipment. I have to bring equipment to clients, and every year I spend about £2,000 to £3,000 in education. Personal training courses to qualify to get extra knowledge, to be able to be not just updated, but to be niche. I've got obesity and diabetes specialization, and as well as strength and conditioning specialization. Now those courses cost 1,000 to 2,000 pounds each course. So those are my overheads. Yeah, I've got maintaining the car, you know, so I may not have a studio, but I got a lot of overheads, in addition to, the equipment and everything else. So self-employment is great. You pay less tax as an employee, number one, big one, straight away. But of course you got a lot of overheads. So, that's one of the things you need to be aware, and you don't get paid if you don't work, more flexibility, but once you get to a certain point and you can charge more, then is easier. But there is a third option. Now, the third option is network marketing. So I'm doing that as well. So I'm a personal trainer, but I'm also involved in network marketing. Why did I choose to get involved in network marketing? Well, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. So the first thing people say, network marketing, pyramid scheme. Well, actually, if the definition of pyramid scheme is a scheme whereby your job is to enroll other people, and these people will pay money to join the pyramid scheme. So that money goes to the people that enroll them, and those people you enroll, they just have to enroll more people for them to be able to get money. So that's the pyramid scheme. That is illegal. Yeah. Now, network marketing is not pyramid scheme. Well, not all of them are. So there are some scams out there, so you need to work out whether it's a scam or not. Basically, network marketing, if a company is selling a product or a service, it is legitimate, and that's the definition from the FDA. If there's a product or a service that's sold to the public or sold to the member, then it's legitimate. Yeah. So and that's what I'll do. I will never ever be involved with something that is not legitimate, first of all, because I worked 10 years to get my reputation as a personal trainer. I will not put that in jeopardy for anything. There is no way I work this hard and then to go and get involved with a scam. Yeah. So now, network marketing, what are the benefits of network marketing? Well, first of all, you got no overhead or very little overhead. Yeah. So big one. You are the one in charge, so you earn in line of what effort you put in. Now, network marketing is not about getting people in the business so you can get rich. It doesn't work that way. If it's a genuine network marketing company like the one I'm involved with, which I'll tell you in a second, the aim of that is to help other people generate income. You become a sponsor. So if I get somebody into involved into the opportunity, my job as a sponsor is to help them. Yeah. Is to make sure that they achieve the best potential and support them in any possible way, because I want them to be successful. I want them to get the lifestyle. If they're successful, they're happy, then I'm successful and I'm happy. Yeah. And then help these people move the business forward, get more people involved and so forth, and then help them to achieve what they want to achieve. So you're a sponsor. You are not somebody, people get involved in the business. I don't get the money. Yeah. It doesn't work that way. So not in the proper network marketing scheme. Now, when people say, it's a pyramid scheme, well, is not. As I said before, different between pyramid and network marketing is completely different. And the difference with network marketing is that you are totally in charge of what you do. You can work as many hours as you can. And you might say, well, that's what you do as self-employed. Yes, that's right. However, with network marketing, the more people you help to be successful in the business, in what you do and what they do, the more returns you get from that, which means that the potential of earning an income is 10 times, 100 times more than being a self-employed person. And you can run that from everywhere. You can run it from your home. You can run it from the beach. You don't need to have premises. You don't need to have equipment. You don't need to have to employ other people. You don't need to have overheads. It's as simple as that. Now, let me give you an example. So I'm a personal trainer, yeah, and I'm a network marketer as well as an entrepreneur, as we call ourselves. So the company I got involved with is called Wall Global. Now, why have I got involved with a company? there's two reasons I got involved with the company. Number one is the ethos. So the company is behind incredible wearable technology. Now the Hilo is one of the wearable technology product that they have, but they've also got the Biozen, which is a special chip that stops EMF, so the electric smoke issued by mobile phones, you know, and a lot of these devices around us, we're surrounded by that, which recently have got lots of space in the press where it's now showing that it's linked between certain type of cancers and the emissions from mobile phones and laptop and computers and television, all that kind of stuff. So the reason I chose Wool Global is because I'm a personal trainer. I'm all about health and fitness, and what Wool stand for is empower people to take care of their own health. Yeah, so the Hilo, as you can see here, yeah, this is a wearable device that will monitor my health throughout the day, 24/7, 365 days a year. It tells me my heart rate, my breathing rate, my blood pressure, even my moods, you know, the usual stuff all the device do, like the steps, distance and calories spent and all that kind of stuff. But it's what it's telling me. It's telling me today you're fine. So it's giving me all the readings, and you know, if there's anything else outside the standard range, it will tell me there's a problem. Okay, have a look at that. And also it's for my loved one, like my husband's mum as well got one. If there's anything going wrong with them, I'll get notification immediately that there's an issue there, and then I can call them and say, okay, what's going on here, let's have a look, you know. So it's an early warning system. So personal trainer, health and fitness are my two main things. Yeah, I truly believe and passionate about health and fitness. I'm not a personal trainer because I think personal training makes lots of money. Or it only makes money if you know what you're doing, if you're qualified, if you got experience, and if you get results. Yeah, that's the bottom line with personal training. All these youngsters that go to courses, you know, 4 weeks course, and they go and work in the gym, and then they give up after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months because, oh my God, you can't make that kind of money, because they join for the wrong reason. Yeah, so I joined Wool Global, says two reasons. So one is because it fits perfectly with what I feel, my values, yeah, with health and fitness and self-care. The other reason I chose it because at the end of the day, I want a business that is going to provide for me the lifestyle I want. Now, my lifestyle is this. What I want is this. In 5 years' time, I'm 46. In 5 years' time, I want to retire. Yeah, I refuse to work until I'm 60, 65. I don't care what the government says. I don't care that everybody tells you retirement age is 65. I don't give a damn. That's not me. I'm sorry, but we've got one life. Yeah, I've worked for 30 years already. I started working when I was very young, you know, in the equivalent of a Burger King in Italy. And I haven't stopped working, you know, since then. And I've, you know, I spent very difficult years when I was a single parent, working and having to leave my child with childminders because I had to work. I had to keep a roof over my head and, you know, put food on his plate. And, you know, and I just don't want to work for another 30 years. I mean, hello, it's one life. What happens if you spend all of it working? You haven't enjoyed it. Life is for living, yeah? So you have, though I believe that I'm gonna work until, you know, another 5 years, work as hard as I can for these 5 years, but then at the end of these 5 years, I wanna go and retire in Italy, and I want to be in a position where I'm gonna say, okay, wake up when I want to. You know, it's in line with my body clock. Don't wanna put alarms going on at 4 o'clock in the freaking morning like I do now. It's not gonna happen, yeah? I want a different life. And then I want to be able to get up and say, okay, today I fancy going on a road trip to the USA for 3 weeks, and not having to worry about ever got the money for it because I'm retired. Yeah. So I want to, you know, if I decide we're going to go for, you know, like today it's snowing. Yeah. If I decide I'm going to want to go and travel, I'm going to go somewhere hot for the winter. I want to leave for 2 or 3 weeks for winter. Let's go to the Seychelles. Again, I don't want to have to think, oh my God, I've got money for that. Can I afford that? Yeah, I've done that all my life. Can I afford that? You know, can I provide for my child? Can I afford that? Enough. Yeah. So the only way for me to be able to get the lifestyle I want, to be able to afford what I want to afford, is to put things in place. For me, this is my personal experience. The things I want to put, sorry, it's my husband keeps trying to call it, I'll speak to him in a second. The things that I want to do, the things are going to get me the lifestyle I want, you know, do what I want without restriction, within 5 years retire, end of, it's the network marketing option. Yeah, because why? Because you've got access to unlimited income potential. It's all down to me. The work I put in these 5 years will build my lifestyle. Yeah, will build my future. Much more than the property will do, much more the pension plan will do. God forbid. It's just with your husband. I know Marco. If he looks at Facebook, he'll see. Hopefully, it's nothing important. It's probably something silly anyway. But I'll speak to him in a second. So that's why, you know, I've chosen network marketing, and that's why I've chosen you know, World Global. And that's the lifestyle I want in 5 years down the line. How do I know I'm going to get there? Well, that's the second reason why I chose World Global. As I say, first one was because it fits in perfectly with my ethos, you know, what I'm about, fitness, health and everything. The other one is because I'm going to get to him in a second. The other one is because from a business perspective, I've looked at World Global. Now, World Global is the only wearable technology company in the network marketing industry. Now, there's a lot of network marketing companies there. There's creams, there's potions, there's shakes, there's all sorts of things going on. Now, if you're into skincare, or if you're into protein shake, or, you know, supplements, stuff like that, great, you know, go with that. Now, if you want to, there's a lot of competition in those areas, by the way. That's what you have to look at. You want a business model that will get you where you want to go. Now, I know World Global are the only wearable technology company in the whole of the network marketing, number one. Number two, the only network marketing company that were allowed to, back in January recently, at the CES, you know, to have their own massive, huge stand at the CES. First time ever a network marketing company was allowed to do that. Number three, during the CES, we were approached by big companies who wanted to buy the whole business, the whole technology from Fabio Galdi, the CEO of World Global. And what did he do? No, he refused that. Why? Because he knows that if he sells that, he's the only one who's going to get rich. And everybody is working in the background like us, you know, entrepreneur, the old business partner, World Global, will be left with nothing. He doesn't want that. He wants to, you know, impact as many lives as possible. He wants to help as many people get the lifestyle that they want. And he wants to make sure that, you know, we provide a product that is, and in the future product as well, which is top of the range, is the best in its class, is a market leader. And that's why I know World Global are the right place for me. So my closing line for you guys are, which income earning potential is best for you? Well, it depends on what you want. If you're happy to have a standard life with an average income, you know, it could be even a good income. I mean, you could be earning, it could be a director level in a company and be earning, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 pounds a year. Yeah. But have that really being you're capped by what the company does, you know, with the risk of, if industry goes down, potential employment, pension. What's the pension worth? I've been paying into a pension for many years, and the statement recently told me it's only worth £10,000 a year. I said, what? I've been paying masses of money for years, monthly, and £10,000? I can't live with £10,000. I don't know about you, but I can't. State pension is not going to be there by you and I retire. It's £4,000 a year now. By the time you and I retire, there's not going to be any, because the state pension today is paid by us, yeah, taxpayers. When we retire, the population is getting older. There ain't going to be not enough people working. Yeah, probably they're going to be scrapped by then anyway. So, you know, so looking at that from a corporate side, is that a good option? It's a good option if you just want, you know, a simple life. So to Leave, work until you're 65, retire, hopefully you get half a decent pension, or maybe your property will be a pension, and you're happy with that. Great, stick where you are. If you want more, if you want to be in charge of your schedule, if you want to be in charge of your life, you want to be in charge of how much you earn, you want to earn what you're worth, not what somebody else, a company, tells you you're worth. And you want to determine how much you earn, you know, how much time off you get, and be in total control of your life, then self-employment is the way to be. And self-employment, you got standard option, start the business, overheads, big capital injection to begin with, potential tax implications, you know, if you're going to employ other people, you know, to help you expand the business, or network marketing. Yeah, so again, it's a form of self-employment. You own a business, however, no overheads or very little overheads. You got in the background the company, which is the product or the service that you're promoting, you align yourself with, that totally support you. They sponsor you, they support you, they help you, they push you, so you're not by yourself. Yeah, and so if you want more in life, you want to be in charge of all this, then self-employment is the way to go. And network marketing is the best potential from income earning wise. So I'm a personal trainer, so I'm self-employed. Network marketing is my plan for my retirement. 5 years from now, I will be in Italy. I'll be retired. I'll get up whenever I want to get up. I'll be able to get up and go decide, okay, I'm going to the Seychelles for 3 weeks, and not have to worry about anything. This is what I chose to do. And this is why, for me, network marketing and personal training business works. I will not ever, ever, ever be an employee. Ever. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, torn it up and chucked in the bin. Yeah, that's for me, but that's not for everyone. As I say, depends what your goals are, what you want to achieve, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, where do you want to be? If you want to have complete freedom and, you know, financial freedom, no worries at all, corporate job will not get you there. That's all I wanted to say. You got to choose something else. You got to work for yourself. You got to work for what you're worth. Yeah. To finish, I want to give you a couple of quotes actually. The first quote is from Jack Ma, which is the richest man in China, started from very humble beginnings, richest man in China. What it says is, if you offer job and business to people, they will choose employment, because most people don't know that business can bring more money than wages. He also compared that, they did an example saying, if you got monkeys and you offer them banana or you offer them money, they'll choose banana, because they don't know that money will buy many more bananas. Yeah, and that's the mindset I was talking to you about at the beginning. It's all about what we taught since we're young. Get a job, get a job, get a job. That is not the only option. There are other options out there. Just explore. Find out what works for you. Find out what you want. What are your goals for the next 10 years? If your goals are bigger than what your job can provide, you have to move. You have to take the step. Yes, it's not easy, but you take the step now, work at it, and, you know, in 5, 10, 15 years, you will never regret. You'll never look back ever again. One more quote from Napoleon Hill, which is the author of Think and Grow Rich, is, profits are better than wages, because wages can make you a living, but profit can earn you a fortune. And that's it. That's all I want to say, guys. Just a food for thought for you guys. Hope you find this helpful. If you do, please share it. And any question, please feel free to send me a private message. It was great. Oh my God, the snow is coming even more now. Hopefully I can get out of the car now. And have a great day, guys. Snow or not snow, and think what you want, what works for you. Do not let society or anyone tells you what you should do. It's all up to you. You choose your future. You choose your path. See you all, guys. Bye.